Hello, everyone. I hope you can see me. I'm trying a different way. You should be able to see me. We're doing Lab 7, Part 1. Let's read the first question. Give me just a second while I pull it up. And bada bing, bada boom.
Question 1, is found method right? A method called is found that accepts as an argument an array of integers, call number arr, and an integer variable, call it x. The method returns true or false depending if x was found in number arr or not. Demonstrate the method by calling it from the main, and passing to it an array of integers, declare and initialize with 10 values in the main, and a value to search for. Print a message telling the user if the value x was found or not in the main.
As you heard there, that's what the first question is. Okay, let's start our first project. First project is going to be this one. First, I'm going to type out both code, and then I'm going to explain the line of the code. Now, let me do that really quick. Okay, first, typing in the wrong spot. Oh, wrong spot. Okay. We have our main class. All right. All right. Let me start by explaining what I did. Here on this line, I declared and initialized an array with 10 integer values. Then I specified the value to search for in the array. And down here, this is where I call the method it's found, is found, and store the result in the variable found. Okay. And down here in this if else statement, I print the message based on whether the value was found or not. So if found is true, so basically if this value 42 is found inside of this array, it will print the value 42 was found in the array. And if not, else it will say the value 42 was not found in the array. I'm going to change this number to something that's not in the array so you can see the else statement later. Okay, down here in the other method called is found, here I use this method to check if X is found in the num_r array as named here. I used a for loop to iterate through the array. I use the for loop so that it will run through the array and check over and over. And this if statement is to check if the current elements match the value X. And then here it will return true if X is found. And here it will return false if X is not found after checking all the elements in the array. Let's run this code. If it wants to run, it's taking a minute. My Wi-Fi's slow. As you can see, it says the value 42 was found in the array. Now I'm going to change this number to something that's not there. Let's say 75. And let's just run it again. Now it says the value 75 was not found in the array. Let's change it back to whatever is in the array. Run it one more time. 30 was found in the array. Okay, close that out. Now let's go to the next question. Let me pull up my Chrome so that I can read so that the next question can be read.
Question 2, at ARR method write a method called at ARR that accepts as an arguments an array of integers, call number ARR. The method returns the sum of all the values in it. Demonstrate the method by calling it from the main, and passing to it an array of integers, declare and initialize with 10 random values generated using the random class in the range 1 to 100. Print the sum in the main.
As you heard, that is the question for number 2. Moving on. Okay, let's move on. Let's close this one. And the next one is this, that one right there. Only space. I'm going to type all of this out and then out. Oh, I put it in the wrong place. Okay, let me explain. So I use this import to generate random numbers. And here on this line, I create well, I generate, this is how I generate random numbers on this line. Then on this line, I declare and initialize the array with 10 integer values. And, and in this for loop, I use the loop to fill the array with random integers in the range of 1 to 100. And on this line, I generate a random number between 1 and 100. Then we go down here where I call the method called add r and store the result in sum, the sum variable down here. Then I print the sum of the array on this line using the variable sum. And I created a new method to calculate the sum of all the values in the num array. I initialized the variable to hold the total sum of the numbers in the array. Here in this for loop, I go through the array and calculate the sum. And here in this line, I add in I add the elements of I add the elements in the array and get the sum. And down here, this will return the total sum of the array. Now let's run this. So this is the sum of the array. We can run it again. It'll give you a different number because the numbers generated in the array are random. See, it'll be different every time, as you can see here. Okay, moving on. Let's go back to Chrome and read the third question where it wants me to copy an array. Mhm.
Question 3, copyrev method. Write a method called copyrev that accepts as an arguments an array of integers, call number arr. The method will create another array, call it rev number arr, and fill it with the elements of number arr in reverse order. Demonstrate the method by calling it from the main, and passing to it an array of integers, declare and initialize with 10 random values generated using the random class in the range 1 to 100. Print the elements of number arr and rev number arr in the copy rev.
Okay, as you heard, that's what I need to do for this next thing. Basically, make an array, copy that array, and print that array in reverse. I'm going to type and then I'll explain after I'm done typing. Mhm. I haven't even finished typing and it's screaming at me already. Many A's. Have to use the bathroom. This is not first. Right. Mm. Mm. Oh, I deleted this whole section to redo it. I'm missing some things, and I'm going to fix it. Basically, this it right here says W T and this, then R L E. For um, I'm gonna go to space. That was not supposed to be in there. It- Here, including brackets, place. I'm gonna pause to figure out what's going on. I think I figured it out. Curly brackets were in the wrong place. I was upset about that. It was this one in particular. Very upset about that. Okay. Now that I have it all figured out and together, do Alt Shift F to fix that. Hello? Save. Okay. Now let me go through and explain each part of the code seen over here. See me pointing. Okay, so I imported I imported the random class to generate random numbers. Then I went on to create a instance of the random class to generate random numbers. That's what this line is basically doing, generating random numbers for the array. Then I go down to this line here, and in this line, I declared and initialized the array with 10 random integers, with the range being from 1 to 100. That's basically what we're doing here. In this line, we're making the array only 10 characters. It can only hold 10 spots. In this for loop, I'm basically generating random numbers between 1 and 100. And this is printing out the length, not down here, the length of the array. And here I am printing the original array and the reversed array. And in this for loop, I print each element in the rav num r array, reverse number array, basically. And then go down here to our class. well, it's not a class, it's a method. To our method, this method, I made this method to create a reversed copy of the num_r array. So on this, in this section of code, I am creating a new array to hold the reversed values. And on this line, I fill the rav num r array with elements in the reverse order. And down here on this line, I am returning the new reversed array. Let's run the code. Okay. It basically says, oh, I gotta put some stuff in there. My bad. And I did something wrong somewhere. Let me put that back. Fix it. Not all the way, I know. Well, that's an array. Yeah, what am I missing? Hold on. Hold on. I'm missing another print statement and another line. I'm gonna insert this real quick so that it's not messed up. Give me a sec. Give me a sec. I'm back after dealing with that. Okay, let's run this again. Why it look like that? I did something wrong. I'm gonna pause and figure it out. I'm gonna stop running that and try something else real quick. The original array is this. The original. Then after this, if it doesn't work, I'm gonna just leave it as is. Mm-hmm. Then I'm gonna do this one as the reverse array. Yeah. Let's see if that works. Huh. Okay. That don't work. I'm gonna take those away. And I'm gonna just leave it as is. So basically, it was supposed to print the original array here and then show the array in reverse. But unfortunately, it did not. Yeah. Gonna move on to the next thing, which is on to the next thing. Okay. Let me pull up my Chrome so that the fourth question can be read.
Question 4, print common. Write a method called print common that accepts two arrays of strings, call them strarr1 and strarr2, as arguments. The method will compare the two arrays and print on screen any common strings. Demonstrate the method by calling it from the main, and passing to two arrays. Each array should contain 5 names. For testing purposes, make sure the arrays you are passing to the method contains 2 common names.
That's basically what the fourth question is. Just wants me to check if one array has anything similar in it. Well, let's begin that. Start that. I'll type and then explain at the end. Make our strings. STR1 make R2. String one is string two. String one, string two. Is make my array. Let it start. Up. One, space, two, space, three, then take away those spaces. Need. Okay. Nobody's gonna do the same thing down here. Yeah. These are just names I came up with. It's right. Bob. Our last different. David. Dave. Okay. I got my first and my second string. Now, print this. I'm gonna pause real long. Okay. Let me finish typing. Just to the next one. Rs1, Rs2, stars, stars two. Yeah, what's that about? You know what? I'm gonna do that later. Anyway, back to what I was doing. Ah, no, it's supposed to be two. We did that. Now we're gonna go here and create our method. I'm gonna just copy this real quick. paste it here. It's supposed to be void. First string, and then the second. Copy that, paste it there, and change it to do. Obviously, I just pasted it. Link, link. Here's me. Then for I'm basically gonna just copy this, change it just slightly. And this would be a different letter. Say E, then random letter. Then create another thing inside of this. These four. This for these. flip them? Yeah, no, I'm not flipping yet. Why is it so upset? Why can't I do this the way I want to do it? So upset. For real. It's like flip the operators. It's gonna look funny if I flip that one. Trying to innovate. Whoever it says, see how it looks. Yeah, of course it wouldn't right. Not how I wanted it. Go back. Gray and gray one is found in both. Gray two, Robin. This means that I pass through both arrays to this method. Put them here so that they would be printed. Measure the length of them would be printed. Sure. Think in the right spot. And have my equals here. Let me pause. Uh-huh. I see my issue. Figured out. It was a typo per usual. Okay. Let me go through and explain. This is not a lot of code. Okay, so up here, I declared and initialized my two arrays, string array one and string array two. And I just entered just some random names, including my own. And then I went down here and called the print common method to find and print the common names in the strings. This line here will pass through both arrays. And down here, this method, I use this method to print the common strings from both arrays. Basically, it's searching for whatever names are common in the array. And here, in this fourth loop, this loop will loop through each string in the first array, and this loop will loop through each string in the second array. So it's going to loop through the first one and the second array. And then here, it's checking if the current string from the first array matches the current string from the second array. It's checking if the names match in the first and the second. And then it will print the common names if it is found. I don't know if I want to put, I'm not going to put an else thing. That's a little extra. Going to print it now. Oh, so upset. Oh, in. That's what's there. What am I, what? You don't want to, right? Hold on. Hold on. Took me a minute, but I figured it out. I figured it out. I figured out why it's not working. That's the reason. That is probably the reason. Yeah, there we go. There it is. That's the reason it wasn't working. I figured it out. I had my, let me take this from right, so I can show you where I messed up. Okay, so this here was I instead of M like the rest of it. So it gave me issues. So I have to change it to M for it to work. Dun dun! I figured it out. Thank you for watching. Bye bye. Bye bye.